What's going on, guys? Pegasus from the Wise Guys, and I'm here at Michael Morris's tournament. You already saw the intro. You see all the people standing around. This man top four this long, drawn-out 10-week tournament and in the championship to get a top four finish. I'm just gonna stop talking and let you talk, bro.
All right, hey, I'm TRUMAN. I played Dogmatika Zoo. I played this deck because I knew it could break boards pretty quickly. It had a great going first option.
Right.
Like, it's just very flexible. It's a great mid-range deck.
Right. So, let's jump into it.
For the Zoo package, I played 3 Whiptail, 3 Ram,
Nice.
2 Thoroughblade, 1 Rat. I only played 2 Thoroughblade because every time I would I only played 2 because I played Desires right, and I figured that I'd play 3 of the most important zoos,
right,
and just leave these for starting options.
I got you.
Of course, the 1 Barrage and the 3 Tankies, self-explanatory. For the Dogmatika package, I played 3 Ecclesia, 2 Flaherty, 2 Punishment, and of course 3 Nadir. So this is like a huge package, right? But I figured that it'll make my grind game even better, and that's what this deck wants to do. It wants to grind forever, right? It can grind for a long time.
Right.
Against combo, it just destroys everything, honestly. This is probably the best option against combo, because I play outs for everything. There's outs for everything.
Right. No Maximus? You don't like him?
No, I don't like Maximus that much. Hand traps, played 3 Ash, 2 Valor, and 3 Emperor. So I wanted to play 3, max out the best hand traps in the game.
Yo, leave it.
And for Valor is only really good if you have to go second. So I wanted to make sure I sided the 3rd, because it'll never come up. Honestly, if you lose a die roll, you draw it. It's whatever, you know. And my flex spot for a monster, I picked a Pinkertops. This card is just the best card in the game, honestly, in my opinion. It's so flexible. It's a 26 body. You summon for free. Attack something, force out a negate, whatever.
Right.
It's just so flexible. Spells, I played 2 Desires, 2 Avarice, and 3 Cosmics. So Cosmic outs Buster Lock. It's good against very random rogue matchups. 2 Avarice, I didn't want to play 3 because the card does nothing going first most of the time. You just end Dryden and Ecclesia. Desires is just really good. I probably should have played 3 Desires, honestly.
Do you ever feel did you ever resolve both the pots in one turn?
Yes, I did actually. I resolved both in 1 turn.
Does it come up much, or just sometimes, occasionally?
It was only once during the entire tournament.
Right.
So
I got you.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. And last card I played was in main deck was Imperial Order.
No. Okay. So you sack some people? Is that what you're gonna say?
You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. This is great against the meta. Very strong against Infernoble. It's an auto win. Sometimes it destroys Rogue for no reason. They can't. They just can't play, right? You know, Floodgates, best cards in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Right.
Extra deck. For the Zoo cards, 3 Chaka 9, 1 Dryden, 2 Borbo, 2 Mortar, and 1 Hammercom. I felt the ratios were absolutely perfect for these. I wouldn't change a thing for these at all. The cards are just good at these ratios specifically. For the Dogmatika Sand targets, I played Fossil Knight, Ash Dragon, and Omega.
So we know what these 3 do. What does Fossil Knight do, just in case people don't know?
So once per turn, during your turn, you can banish it from your grave to pop a face-up monster on the board.
Right.
So it's basically having a second but without having to resolve it in the same chain. So it's just a more of a flexible version of this card. The best send target is always going to be Omega, especially against combo and
Just because
everything
you
like
can
that.
keep looping over and over again.
Exactly.
I got you.
And then the last two spots, I played a Drill Driver and a Mega Clops.
Now, what in the world does this card do? Because I hear people keep talking about this card nonstop.
So this card can overlay over a rank 4. It has piercing damage, and when it's destroyed, you can special summon a level 4 or lower monster from your graveyard. So it's a floating fucking
It's another zoo.
yeah, exactly. It's another zoo.
Right.
It's broken. And Mega Clops is just Mega Clops. So yeah, it's really good against like almost every deck in the meta right now.
Right.
Besides like the heavy like trap decks. So like about 1/3 of it. You know?
Or the Cyber Dragon dude back there. We'll get to him when we get to him.
For the side, I accidentally only cited 14 cards.
So don't talk about him in the comments.
Yeah. So I would have played Red Reboot as my 15th.
Right.
But I played 3 Nib side deck, 1 Baylor, and 2 Lancia for like the hand traps. I feel like this card isn't good going first, and this deck wants to go first. So
you don't need to main.
yeah, exactly. And Baylor's only good going second.
Right.
So that's why I cited the 3rd.
Right.
Lancia is pretty good against dinos, and it's decent against dragon. It's just a flexible spot you can change out.
I got you.
Honestly. Spells, I played 2 Dark Ruler No More and a Harpy's Feather Duster. The 15th spot could have been a 3rd Dark Ruler No More. I don't know. This card was pretty good, going second, obviously. It helped me win some games pretty quick. And Harpy's is just good against Rogue, like all the good trap decks in the meta, stuff like that. It can even out Buster a lot. But no, I'm not citing that card against
Nobody's
that deck.
siding that. Yeah. I got you.
Traps, 2 Ice Dragon Prism.
Card is broken.
This against dragons going first. This card is the nuts. You can out their Warlord Savage instantly, and just leave them without 1 negate.
Right.
And it's gross. It's freaking gross.
You said it like you did it during the tournament.
Oh, I did, yeah. And then 3 Judgment for going first.
And that was just the easy choice for you.
Yeah.
It's the best. It's the best go first card, probably.
Honestly, probably. Like this card, like it wins games sometimes. But most of the time, honestly, going first, I only sided in 2. So I'll probably cut the 3rd and just have more flex options in the side
It's
deck.
hard for you to find a spot for the 3rd.
Yeah.
I got you.
Because if you go first, you obviously want to keep the 2 punishment in, and maybe take a Flirty out. But like even then, that's probably for one of these.
Right.
So
I got you. Well, I appreciate the deck profile, bro.
of course,
Congratulations on topping the event.
it is what it is, man.
We'll roll out. Appreciate it.